You don't need it, don't worry. You don't need it yet. All right. Okay. So what we're going to have a look at next now is two lines together. So what we have here is what's called a degree 2 system. Still have everybody. Nobody's left yet. Okay, so what I mean by degree 2, what we will try to do today is try and find where two lines meet. So we are going to try and find where two lines meet. That's what we're going to try and do. So this is why it's called a degree 2 system, because there are two lines. And two lines will usually meet except for one situation. When would the lines not meet? If they're parallel. So nearly every time the lines will meet except when they are parallel. Okay? Does anybody know the name of this point where they meet? Does anyone know this name here? No? No one wants to guess where the two lines meet? What's it called? I really like this name. You're so close, actually. Not cross point, but it's a very good try. It's another word for crossroads. You know crossroads, where two roads meet? So think of another word that means crossroads. Intersection. It's an American word, yeah. So it's really like cross point. And in fact, I think we just use American English here and call it intersection. Cross point sounds nice though. So this is called the intersection point. It's where they meet. Okay, so I mean, you would have learned different ways to do this in high school or middle school. So let's look at the first method. Sorry, do you have these names? Yeah? Okay, so the first method is by using a graph, which is the worst way to do it, but it's the first way we'll do it. So let's say we have y equals, 2x plus 1, and y equals 3x minus 1. Something like this. So what I want everybody to do for me now is to sketch or plot. Depends how accurate you feel today. So I want you to draw these for me and tell me where they meet. Roughly from your picture, where do they meet? Now some people here are thinking, I'll solve this the way I learned. But I would like you to draw it and to see how accurate you can be. These lines, are they going up or are they going down? Which ones? Are these going up or are they going down? They're going up. And one starts positive and the other starts negative. Yeah. Got a graph? Show me a graph. It's okay, but there's no numbers on it. At least put some numbers on the x and on the y. Yeah, that's very rough. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I think we have the idea. So let's have a look at the graph. Okay, and what was my first equation? Y equals 2x plus 1. Okay. And let me draw that for you. Oh my goodness. Tile vertically. And the second equation? Y equals 3x minus 1. Okay. So we learned how to draw these yesterday. Let me zoom out a bit. Okay. Whoop. Right, so if I was to look at my graph, what does the x value look like? It looks like it's about 2. And the y value? About 5. Would you say? Yeah. Roughly. So roughly, we think it's about 2.5. Roughly. Okay? But we shouldn't do the problems this way. Why not? Not accurate, so it is not good for the exam. Okay, but it is a way you could do these. Okay, so let's look at the second method. I want to keep them in order. I think we did elimination next. Let me see. No, substitution is next. So this method. Okay, I'm going to use the same no, actually, I'll make it a bit different. So, for example, let's say we have this line, 2x plus 3y equals 5, and then let's say, I don't know, we have 3x minus 2y equals 1. So, looking at the word substitution, what does substitute mean, this verb? What's another verb for substitute? Replace. Yeah, think football. So what do you think I mean when I say substitution method? What do you think we would do? Yeah, we take the y from one and put it into the other. Yeah. So, or the x, it doesn't matter. So which one? It doesn't matter. Let's take the first one. So what we do here in this method is we get, what will we get? We'll get the y. Yeah, whichever. Do you have a suggestion? Which one would you like? Yeah, it's okay. Y is okay? It doesn't matter. It can be x or y, and it can be the first or the second. Yeah. Okay, so here we have 3y equals minus 2x plus 5. That's coming from here. And then that becomes y equals minus 2 over 3x plus 5 over 3. Yep. Okay, what do I do with this now? That's it. I substitute it in here, replacing the y with this in here. So now I get 3x minus 2y equals 1. Do you see what I did? So this y is replaced by this. It's okay, yeah. Right.
Is it minus 1?
Here.
Yeah.
This is a 1, and I kept the 1 on the right, so it's still 1. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Continue? Yeah. So we have 3x. What's the verb here when I multiply both of these by the 2, the minus 2? What's the verb? Good. Distribute? Distribute. Let me think. You're from America? Brazil, yeah. So distribute is what they use over in that part of the world, yes. Distribute is one word, is fine. Not what we say in the UK and Ireland though. Anyone know other words? Expand is what we say here, or multiply in. But most people in Ireland and the UK would say expand, but it means the same as distribute. Okay. So we expand here. So I multiply everything by -2. So what do I get first? 3x, what's the first one? What's first? Here? Plus or minus? Plus 4 over 3x 10 over 3. Okay. Now, here we get 4 over 3x plus 3x equals 1 plus 10 over 3. When you yeah, if you want to get rid of the 3, you can multiply it all by 3. So let's do that. Multiply everything by 3. So you get 4x plus 9x equals 3 plus 10. So you get 13x equals 13. So x equals 1. Now I'm not finished. What do I need next? Yeah, I need y next. Let the x equal 1. Where will I put the x? I think here. I can put the x equals 1 into this to get the y. So I'll get, whoops, let me scroll down a little bit. Y equals -2 over 3 times 1 plus 5 over 3. So that is 1 also. So x equals 1 and y equals 1. So the answer is 1, 1. Okay, can you write this one down? So this is the substitution method. You've seen this method before? Some people have? Yes. Okay, so we'll do another method now. So the next method is called elimination. And this is, I think, the method most people use in school. You know, the elimination method is the one where you line it up and then you cancel it. You'll know it. You know this one, do you, from high school? Yeah. Can I scroll down, or do you need a minute? You need a minute, or not yet? Can I go down, or you need time? It's okay? Yeah? All right. Okay, so next method now, method 3. I think so, actually. Let me just double check. Next method is going to be, yes, elimination. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. Right, so this is the one I think most people use from high school. So for example, let's say we have in fact, let's use the same one as before this time. 2x plus 3y equals 5, and then 3x minus y 2y or y 2y equals 1. So in the elimination method, what you try to do is you make either the x's the same or you make the y's the same. So here it's a 2 and a 3, or here's a 3 and a 2. So it doesn't really matter. Let's make the y's the same. So you do this by multiplying both by 2 different numbers. So we could multiply, if we multiply this by 2 and this by 3, these will both become 6. Is what you want. So this becomes 4x plus 6y equals 10, and then 9x minus 6y equals 3. Yeah. Okay. Now what you can do is you can add or subtract. Now just to be clear, you can add or subtract. So in this case, which should we do? Add or subtract? We should add them. So we'll add them together. That will make these cancel. 4x plus 9x is 13x. These cancel, and here is 13. So no surprise, same answer, x equals 1. We put this back into, let's say, doesn't matter, let's say this one here to get the y. So we have now 2x plus 3y equals 5. So that means 3y equals 5 minus 2. 3y equals 3. So therefore y equals 1. So the answer is the same. 1, 1 is where they meet. So this is the elimination method. Okay, so write this method down. It's important that you learn the names, because in the exam the question could say use the method. So if you use the elimination method but they said the substitution method, then you get 0 marks. Okay, so please learn the names as well. So what are the 3 methods we have so far? Method 1, graph. 2, substitution. 3, elimination. There's one more method to show you. So write this down and then we'll do it. Okay, you got this? Yeah. Now the 4th method, so just to be clear, it's called Gaussian and it's not on the exam. Now the reason I'm doing this method with you is because it will be useful to you for semester 2. But it's not on the exam. Okay, so the question will never say use the Gaussian method. It'll never say that. But I just want to show you this method because for some questions, okay, so basically it's like this. In the exam, if they don't say which method to use, you can use any method. Okay?
Even graphs?
Except graphs. Yeah, sorry, I should have said except graphs, yeah. So in the exam, if they said use any method except graphs, you can use any method. So you could use this in the exam if you wanted to, but this method is really good for really difficult problems, and the exam questions are not really difficult. Okay, so I'll show you this method with a really difficult one. Let me pick one from the book so to make sure the numbers are right. So for example, well, what I'll do actually, I'll do it for an easy one and then I'll do it for a difficult one. So I'll use the one we just did a moment ago, which was 2x, 3x, 2x, what was it? 2x. Okay. 2x plus 3y equals 5, and then 3x minus 2y equals 1. Okay, so I don't think anybody has seen this method before, so please watch carefully. So for this method, what you do first, step number 1 is make sure the x's are together and the y's are together and the numbers are together. So that's okay. It's fine, yeah? So that's step 1. Step 2 is make sure there's an x here and there's a y here. So what I mean is, for example, if I had like 3y plus, or 3y equals 2, and then I had here 3x plus y equals 1. I know this is a silly example, but this is not what I want. I would want to swap these. Make sure the first one has an x and the second one has a y. Of course, for these problems, it will always be like this. But the reason I say this is if you were to do a more difficult one, like for example here, 2x plus 3y plus z, x plus z y plus x plus y. For example, something like this. Is this okay? Yes. Does it have an x? Yeah. Is this okay? No, because does it have a y? No, so it's a problem. And does this one have a z? No. So you would have to reorder them. So which one should you put on the top? The last one needs to be in the middle. The middle one needs to be at the end. And then this one here needs to be on the top. Yeah?
Is this one like let your x be equal 0 and get the rest?
Not quite that. Not quite that. I don't. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Does this have an x? Yeah. Does this have a y? Oh, sorry. What? Yeah. Oh wait. What did I do? My numbers are messed up. Anyways, it doesn't matter. This has an x. This has a y, and this has a z. That's what I mean. Okay. So, does this have an x? Yes. And does this have a y? Yeah. So that's fine. So what you do is you put in a box. 2, 3, ... 5. 3 minus 2, 1. So it goes in a box like this. Okay, so write that down. Yes, Tony? What are you thinking? No, tell me. Share with me. No. You remember this? Maybe not, I think. Yeah?
I have a question. Is it the same as a matrix version?
Now, you see, it's not actually. Some people are thinking, oh, this is matrix. It's not actually. It just looks like it, but it's not the matrix method. Yeah. Okay, so there are 2 rules. The first rule is you can multiply a row by any number which is not 0. Don't multiply by 0. And the second rule is, this is multiply. You can add, well, multiply or divide. Multiply or divide. And you can add or subtract rows. That's the 2 rules. So let's go back. So what we'll do is we'll multiply this one by 2 and this one here by 3. Now you can kind of see, oh, it's a bit like elimination. So this becomes 4, 6, 10, 9, minus 6, 3. That's okay so far? You get the idea? Now we can add or subtract rows. So this is the deal. When you add 2 rows together, you must put the answer on one of the rows. So for example, if you add the first row and the second row, you must put the answer on the first or the second. It doesn't matter which. So for example, here I'll add the 2 rows together and I'll put the answer, no sorry, that's not what I want to do. Bad teacher. I want to make the x's go, the first one go. So sorry. So this one here should be multiply 3 and multiply 2. That's what I meant. I'll give you a minute to fix that. Okay. So, what do I get here? 6, 9, 15. And here, 6, minus 4, and 2. Okay. Should I add or subtract? Here I should subtract. Yeah, so what you do is you do row 1 minus row 2, and you put the answer on row 2. So for example here, 6 minus 6, 0. 9 minus 4, 13. 15 minus 2, 13. And then here you keep it the same because I put the answer on the second row. So the first one is not changed. Okay. Next, we can multiply or divide. So what I'll do is I'll divide this by 13. Or, that's one way to do it. Or, you know what? I'll do a multiply here. I'll multiply this by 13 and this by 9. Okay.
What is that?
What you want to do now is make the y's the same. The second one the same. So, my calculator, someone help me out here. 6 multiplied 13 is 78, is it? Wait, which is it?
78.
That's okay. 78, and then 9 by 13 is 117, and then 15 by 13, 195. 0, 117, and no, 13 by 9 is 117. Okay. Yeah. Now we'll add them again, but this time what I'll do is I'll do row 1 minus row 2, but I'll put the answer on row 1. So 78 minus 0. 78 minus 0? 78. 117 minus 117? 0. 195 minus 117 is 78. Yeah, 78. And then row 2?
Same.
The same. 0, 117, and 117. And finally, I'll divide this by 78, and I'll divide this one by 117. Yes? So now I'm left with 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. And this is what you want. Why is this what you want? Well, if you think about it, if I write this back, you have here, how many x's? 1x. 1x plus 0y. What's that? 1x plus 0y. Just x. Yeah. Equals 1. 0x plus 1y is y equals 1. So this is the answer. So in this method, it's like a puzzle. You try to rearrange it until you get this box here, the 1, 0, 0, 1 box.
Simplify the equation?
Yeah, simplify the box to this box. 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay? We'll do another example. I'll just do one more example. Will I do it started now? Yeah. Yeah. How far? Here? Oh, this is everything. Okay, take out your calculator now because you'll need it for this one, okay? So if you have a calculator, take it out, please. Where's your calculator, Tony? Up here, is it? Yeah. Okay, can I... Well, tell me when you're ready. We'll do the next... We're doing one more example.
Can you do it with like 3 variables?
Do you want to do it with 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it with 3 then, yeah. Yeah. Do it with 3. Okay. Can I scroll down? Yes? Okay. X plus y plus z equals 3. 2x plus 3y minus z equals 4. And then x plus 3y plus 3z equals 7. So remember, we're trying to get this block. So if there are 3, the only difference is we're trying to make this block. If there's 3. And likewise, if there was 4, you're trying to make this. And so on. Okay. Are we ready for this one? Yep. Okay, so let's start then. So this will be 1, 1, 1, 3, 2, 3, minus 1, 4, 1, 3, 3, 7. Alright, tell me what I should multiply here. So this one. Oh, so just to be clear, usually we're trying to make these the same at the start, then this one, okay? So here, 2, 1, 2. So I get...
Why you multiply by 2 in the first?
Yeah, I want to make these all the same, so I'm going to go for 2, 2, 2.
Okay.
Yeah. So 2, 2, 2, 6... 2, 3, minus 1, 4, and then 2, 6, 6, 14. Yeah, that's okay? That's okay? Yeah? So we'll do row 1 minus row 2 and put the answer on row 2. And we'll do row 1 minus row 3 and put the answer on row 3. So watch this now. Row 1 minus row 2 and put the answer on 2. 2 minus 2? 0. 2 minus 3? Minus 1. 2 minus minus 1? 3. And then 6 minus 4? 2. Okay, and then row 1 minus row 3, answer on row 3. 2 minus 2? 0. 2 minus 6? Minus 4. 2 minus 6? Minus 4. 6 minus 14? Minus 8. And then what about row 1?
It's the same.
It's the same. 2, 2, 2, 6. Great, look. Already have 2 zeros here. Okay, next, let's have a look at the second column. So, multiply by, what do you think? Here?
2, 4, 1.
Yeah, we'll go for 2, 4, 1. Okay. We're all happy with that. So this will be 4, 4, 4. That's better. 0, minus 4, 12, 8. 0, minus 4, minus 4, minus 8. Okay. Oops. Let me scroll over a bit here. So what do you think we'll do next now? Row 1 plus row 2 and put the answer on
1.
2. Row 2 here, yeah.
I'm asked to put the answer on row 2.
No, you can put the answer on 1 or 2.
Like before this, like the row 1.
Yeah, row 1, row 2. The answer must go on row 1 or row 2. You couldn't put it on row 3. It must be on 1 or 2. Yeah. So you can choose. I choose row 2. And what else should we do? We'll do row 1. What else? Row 3 and put the answer on row 3. Okay, so here 1 plus 2 on 2. 4, 0, 16, 20. And then 1 plus 3 on 3. No. 4, 0, 0. This one and this one, isn't it? Yeah. And then lastly, 4. Okay. And then up here, 4, 4, 4, 12. Oh, wait. So, the question I made up has no answer. Yeah. 1, 1, 2, 3. No, 4, 6. Let's continue to see what happens. Okay. No, I think it's not too bad actually, because if I divide this by 4 and divide this by 4 and divide this by 4, let's see what we get. 1, 1, 1, 3. 1, 0, 4, 5. And then here, 1, 0, 0, 1. Yeah, we got the answer. We don't need to continue. There's enough here to get the answer, because if you look at the last one, this one here tells you that x equals 1. And then if you look at this is x plus 4z equals 5. But what's x? You can put that in here. So then z is, z is 1. And then if you have x and you have z, you can put it in here. And you can get then, what's left? Y. Yeah. Now the reason I said there's a problem, remember, does this have x? Yes. Does this have y? No. Does this have z? No. So we have to swap them a bit. Which way will I swap them? First. Oh yeah, I'll put this first, this second, and this third. Okay, so let's do that. 1, 0, 0, 1. 1, 1, 1, 3. 1, 0, 4, 5. Yeah? Okay, what should I do next? I think I'll try and get rid of this 1. So I'll do row 2 minus row 3 and put the answer on, which one? Row 2 or 3, do you think? Yeah, 3. So let's do that. 1, 0, 0, 1. 1, 1, 1, 3. And then 1 minus 1, 0. 1 minus 0, 1. 1 minus 4, minus 3. 3 minus 5, minus 2. Okay, and we just want to get rid of this guy as well. So how can I kill him? Row 1 minus row 2 and put the answer on row 2. So let's do that. 1 minus 1, 0. 0 minus 1, minus 1. 0 minus 1, minus 1. 1 minus 3, minus 2. 1, 0, 0, 1. 0, 1 minus 3, minus 2. There's only one, we nearly killed everybody. We need to kill him now. How can I kill him? Row 2 plus row 3. Put the answer on 2 or 3. Put the answer on 3. 1, 0, 0, 1. 0 minus 1 minus 1 minus 2. 0 plus 0, 0. Minus 1 and 1, 0. Minus 1 and minus 3, minus 4. Minus 2 and minus 2, minus 4. Oh, look how close we're getting now. One person left to kill. Who's that? The second one, which number? Minus 1. And here I should divide this by 4. Minus 4. So minus 4 divided by minus 4? 1. And then here? Okay. Alright, so how can I kill this last guy here? Row 2 plus row 3. Put the answer on row 2. 1, 0, 0, 1. 0 and 0 is 0. 0 and minus 1 is minus 1. 1 and minus 1 is 0. 1 and minus 2, minus 1. 0, 0, 1, 1. And lastly, you can multiply the second one by minus 1. 1, 0, 0, 1. 0, 1, 0, 1. 0, 0, 1, 1. So what's x, y, z? 1, 1, 1 is the answer then. Now, this method. It's a difficult method, but the advantage for this method is the bigger the question is, the more important this method is, because when you have, for example, W, X, Y, Z, then it can get very complicated, but by keeping everything in a box, you know what I mean, you can keep track of what's happening. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, this method, I don't really think anybody would use this method for just 2, X and Y. But this method works really well when it starts to get bigger. So if you had 6, A, B, C, D, E, F, you had 6 equations, this is the way I would do it, because it's the only way you can keep a record clearly of what you are doing to get to the answer. Okay? But for semester 1, no, you wouldn't need this for the exam. I'm really just showing you this so that in semester 2, if there was a very difficult problem, I can do it this way. Okay? Yeah? This is new, right? Nobody's seen this way before. Did you see this before? No. You thought you did, but no. And you're the same way. Yeah? So this method, what's this last method called? Gaussian method. Okay? Alright, so let me give you a couple of questions for homework. When's our next class? We got one tomorrow? And then we have a class on, we have 1 or 2 hours tomorrow. 1 hour tomorrow, I think. Yeah. Today is Tuesday. Okay, so Thursday we have 2 hours. Okay, I'll give you something to do tonight, okay? Yeah, actually I'll circle it. Well, try to do it tonight, but have it done by at least Thursday. This homework. Yeah. Okay, number 1. Well, I'll just make it easy. A, B in all of them. So A, B, A, B. Oh, okay. In the last question, no, just A. So A, B, A, B, A, B. And the last question, A, optional, if you want to do it. Okay. So in number 1, A, B. Number 2, A, B. Number 3, A, B. And number 4, A, if you want. Okay. If you want. I would like you to, but it's optional. All right, we'll leave it there. So we have 1 hour today, isn't it? Yeah.